Hello everyone, this is your girl Lafay, and I am back, and currently I am at the Philadelphia 30th Street train station, and I am heading back to Alabama on the Roomette. I am going to take you all along with me, but before we do, let's take a tour of this Metropolitan Lounge. Now, before we get started, I do want to add that the Metropolitan Lounge is included if you have a roomette or bedroom on one of the trains, or if you're in the Acela first class. There are some other benefits of riding on the train that will allow you access to the Metropolitan. Now, for access to the Metropolitan Lounge at the Philadelphia station, there will need to be a red cap who will bring you up to this level. So let's go ahead and let's get started, and we'll talk more about it as we go along. So let's go. As I mentioned before, when you enter into the Metropolitan Lounge, you do have to have access from the red cap, who will also come up and get you when it is time for your train to depart. They do have tables and televisions and all. You can just sit up here and it's quiet and relaxing. They have comfortable seating. They have workstations with computers and printers in this area here. Nice comfortable seating. Plenty of areas where you can recharge your devices, whether it's a laptop, iPhone, your tablets, your mobile phones, cell phones, or whatever, those type items. Plenty of stations for your business needs while here. And I'm just showing you some of these. I'll also show you downstairs in the lounge area. When I came in from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Now, I can show you. This is the Philadelphia station. There are people that are waiting on the train, but again, as I mentioned before, if you're in one of the first class or the sleepers, you do get priority boarding, and you just wait here in the Metropolitan Lounge until the red cab come back to get you and your bags, and they will board you on your train. Moving along, as I mentioned, there are different seating areas in this area. Now, another perk that come with this station is you do have a private bathroom up here. The men and women restrooms can be found behind this door, where you have the men's restroom here, and we're going to go over here and let's take a tour of the women's restroom. In the women's restroom, here you are. Very nice and clean. I'm pretty sure it is a lot nicer than if you were down in the public areas, but they have a little area here for all of your feminine needs. The hand towels here, nice little plenty touchless sink for your hot and cold water, and look at that, the water just runs down. So you just sensors. Of course, it's not working for me today. There it is. So there is the water. It's a little challenging for me. And it just runs down. So they have two seat salts here and the hand soap. And they have two stalls. One that is the handicap stall, and then one that is the regular stall. Very nice. Okay, this is a Metroliner. These are our Amtrak's Phase 2. Livery arrives at Philadelphia 30th Street Station in 1970. Metroliner arriving at Philadelphia in 1970. Very nice. So this is your Metropolitan Lounge. And again, to gain access to this lounge, you will need to either be a sleeper passenger or first class passenger on the Acela, or there are also some other perks, like if you're a guest award member with Select Plus. There's some other things, and I will add those things and I'll say what those are. Station here. and they have long lines waiting on their next train. But if you're in the Metropolitan Lounge, the red cab comes and get you and take you straight to your sleeper car. So I'll just sit up here. Oh, let me show you all the snacks. So these are the snacks that I have. I got me a cup of tea here, and I have some apple juice, and I have some sea salt kettle chips. Probably eat those later, not right now. And have the Milano dark chocolate. Now if I want a sandwich or anything, I can go downstairs. They do have Jimmy John's. They have some other shops downstairs, but since we do get complimentary meals on the train, I am going to wait and see what is served for dinner. Yes, I will get dinner tonight. So I'm just going to have a snack and just relax, work on my videos, and I'll see you all when we get back on the train. Hello everyone, I am on the Crescent from Philadelphia to Anniston, Alabama. We have just left the Philadelphia 30th Street station, and we will be going through major cities in DC, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and then Alabama. And I am taking you all along with me. So let's go. I am in the roomette, but since I have my bags in my room, I am going to give you all a tour of the room that is across from me. And this is the roomette, and there are 2 seats that you can sit in. And these 2 seats, they do convert to a bed, and the second bed is up top. They just drop this bed. The station attendant comes and he drops this bed, and that becomes the second bed. The mattress for the bottom bed is also up there, and you can see that mattress there. So when they make your bed at night, they would take this mattress and they will bring it down to here. These rooms also have a toilet, and it also has a sink with towels and face cloths here. They have hand soap. They also have soap if you happen to have forgotten your soap. And then of course there's a mirror and plenty of lighting in these rooms. Now I will give you a more detailed tour of the rooms, but I just wanted you all to see this room, and then I'll give you a more detailed view of my room. So the car attendant has just announced that he is coming through to take our dinner order, and we are on the flexible dining menu. So for lunch and dinner, we do have 5 choices. We have the beef burgundy, the kofta kebabs, which is plant-based protein as a vegan dish with basmati rice, has curried cauliflower, chickpeas, peppers, raisins, cashews, and scallions. I've had that dish before, and I will be ordering that tonight for dinner. And the chicken enchiladas, and the Asian barbecue glazed salmon, as well as the chicken parmesan. So for as vegans, we only have one option, which is the kofta kebabs. So I'll be ordering that. I don't know what the desserts are, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be the butter cake and the brownie. And then for the beverages, we do have complimentary beverages also. Get 1 complimentary alcoholic beverage, but I'll pass on that since I do not drink alcohol. Now with the entrees, they're also served with a side salad and a roll as well. And so I will be ordering for my dinner tonight the kofta kebabs, and I will be drinking bottled water for dinner tonight. And whatever the vegetarian, whatever the dessert is, we'll see what that is. And I haven't decided yet if I'm going to get dessert, but we'll see. That is the flexible dining menu. So I've opted to eat in the dining car, and he will come get me, so I will take you all down to the dining car. I usually eat in my room, but since I would like to give you all a tour of the dining car, I decided to eat down there. So I'm doing this for you all. But while we're waiting to go to the dining car, let me see if I can give you all a quick look over this room. So let's see what we got. So this is the door here, and this is how I lock my door. We have this little latch here, and that unlocks it, and you lay it down like this, and this locks it in place. So usually when I'm in my room, I do keep my door locked. And we also have the room lights here, so that turns on the room light. So I just turned the lights back on. We have curtains here, so even though the curtain is here, you can close this curtain for privacy, or you can leave it open. And you can see there is another room right across from you, so I usually keep these curtains closed as well, but I'm just leaving them open for right now so I can see on the other side, since there is no one there. And when someone is in that room over there, then I will close my curtain, and most likely they will close there as well. And as I showed you all before, you do have some controls here. You have this sink down here. That light comes on when the sink is down, and that's mostly for safety reasons, for safety purposes. If someone is up in the top bunk, as you can see, the sink is down, and it has the push buttons here that you can run, and then it has the water, and when you let it back up, there's a little hose there, and the water drains that way. And you just fold the sink back up, and you lock it back in place, and then that light goes off. You also have a mirror light, so you can press that button, and that's the mirror light up there. And when the toilet is out of service, so the toilet is not out of service, so it can be used here, and I'll show you the toilet in a minute. But this is the flush for the toilet, and then we have two charging stations right here, two 120 volts here for charging, and I have a little adapter here where I can plug in as many things. I can plug up to 4 items on my adapter, so I do have that, because this is the only charging volts that you have in this room. There are no others in the room. I have a little shelf here, which serves also as a step, as well as the toilet. So let me show you all the toilet. This is the toilet here, and you just let it up, and that's the toilet. And you let it back down, and to go up to the second bunk, that is the first step, the second step, and then the third step, which is the reason why you need that light to be on when the sink is down. So coming down from up off the second bunk, the sink is not down, so it's for, again, safety purposes. Like I mentioned, because I'm in here by myself, I use that as a shelf for one of my bags. And then up here you have the linen, as I showed you before. You have some soap here. This is hand soap. Have some cups for rinsing. Also have a little towel rack here to hang the towels. There is a bar here, and the purpose of this bar again is to come from the upper bunk. So that bunk is up here. I'm not going to let it down because I don't know how really, but the attendant, the car attendant, will let the bunk down and up when you need it. But since I'm in the Roomette by myself, this bunk will not be coming down tonight. There is a mirror light up there for the person up there. They also have a little area where you can store bags up there as well. So there's 2 people in this room. You do have some more storage space to store bags up there. There's a little pouch for whoever's staying up there. They can store their items there. Now, to finish on this side of the room, I do want to show you this. This is the track for letting the bed down upstairs. That bed comes all the way down to here, and then whoever's sleeping up there, they have that much head space. And then, of course, the other bed. Yeah, speaker controls here. This is so that you can hear the announcements from the attendants or from the conductor. They announce where all the stops are. You can control that volume. Like if you like me, I'm not getting off the train until for 2 days. I can turn it down so I don't have to hear all that. But I don't mind hearing because it's not extremely loud. We do have light controls here. We have the ceiling lights here. We have the wall lights, and then we have the reading lights. And this is the reading light here, and this is that's the wall light, and then the night lights are the lights that are up here, and you can turn those lights off over here at the door as well. which I showed those lights to you earlier. So it's pretty bright in here. Now one thing I won't be able to show you up there, but I can show it to you here. One thing is if you are in the upper deck, you do get a window. So that window, you can open it when you're down here, or when you're up there, you do get to open that window. Not all the cars have that luxury, especially if you're at a double decker. So that's good to have. Okay, this is the window here. This is the one of the seat with the pillows, and then you have the air conditioning controls here, and it's really cool. You can open it or close it. For me, because when I'm sitting here, that is a little cool, so I keep it closed. We have a cup holder here where you can keep your bottled waters there, and you also have your emergency exit. Hopefully we don't have to use this. One of the other things that this car had is a table. And this table, if I decided to eat in my room, I have this table here. I also can use this table to work. So that's what this table for. It has a checker pattern, but unless you bring your own checkers, I don't know if you really can play checkers unless you bring your own. But it's mostly for eating, and also if you want to do a little work, pull out your laptop, like I will be doing in a few minutes to work on another video, so I can get that published. And it just goes back in here out of the way. And then over here you have the same thing. You have a cup holder, and you also have that vent, and you can close those vents over there as well. Now these curtains, they do have curtains, and you can close the curtains for privacy. We have stopped at the train station. We are currently in, I forgot, I'll tell you, I'll write it below, but we're currently at one of the stations we have stopped. And so that is what is going on out there. And over there you have the same thing. You have another reading light. You have light controls over there, as well as the person who sleeps upstairs. They also have light controls for their use up there to manage those lights. We have a rack here that you can hang 2 hangers. You have like a jacket or anything that you want to hang there. And then again, I use the shelf here for my suitcase. So I didn't check a suitcase. I was able to bring my suitcase into my room, which makes that very convenient in the way that I pack. Under here, under this shelf here, you have some extra toilet paper. You have toilet paper here, and Kleenex, as well as a trash can there. I believe I've shown you all everything. I may have went too fast. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention to you, it does have the air conditioning controls here. So you can use that. It's currently on 50. Doesn't feel like 50 in here, so I'll leave it like that. If you want to call your attendant, you can just push this button and your attendant will come. That's the push to call button for the attendant. Okay, all right. And then this, of course, is the vents as well. You can put it on high, medium, low, or you can turn it off. And that's the vent. I believe I've shown you all everything in this room. So this is a roomette. And if I see an empty bedroom going to the dining room, I will show you all a bedroom as well. Okay. And of course, one thing to always remember, no smoking in these rooms. They do have smoke breaks for those of you who smoke. And you can get off the train and you can take that smoke break. But for me, I don't smoke, but I do get off the train for a fresh air break. They actually don't call it a smoke break, they call it a fresh air break. So anyone can get off the train if they want to get off the train. And we'll talk more about that when we do get off the train for a fresh air break. So we're going to sit back and relax and look at the views until it is time to go to dinner. be eating in the dining car, but the car attendant brought my food to my room, so I'll be eating here in the room. But let me show you all what I got. We do have salad here, and this is ranch dressing, I believe it is. Yes, we have ranch dressing to go along with a salad, and we also have, I know that later, this is the roll here, and they give you butter to go with the roll. You have salt and pepper as part of your condiments. Of course, I got water. I have enough water in here. I have 3 bottles of water. The salad. This is the dessert. I'll go ahead and cover that. So this is dessert. It is a butter cake. Very rich. I probably won't be eating that. And then here is my vegan. It's a plant-based kebab. I got this last time and it was very good. It has the cauliflower and sweet peas in there, peppers. These are the plant-based kebabs here. That is the rice there. It has raisins and cashews in it as well. In the kebab. Okay, let's try that again. The kebabs are actually on the stick. Sorry about that. My battery went dead, so I had to change batteries. But that is my meal. Condiments here. They have, let me show you all. They have nice napkins here and our condiment. These are actually plastic. They're not real. So this is not the traditional dining. This is the flexible dining. So it's not as fancy as the traditional dining, but it's better than in a coach where you have to pay for all your food. And these meals again are complimentary with your room when you get a roomette or a bedroom. This is what I got for my vegan meal. So, and it's not quite vegan because the butter cake isn't vegan, so I would say vegetarian. So this is the vegetarian option. They do have Italian dressing for vegans, and of course you will have to wash out the dessert, but they do have Italian dressing, no butter and no roll, but this and then a salad with Italian dressing, and you'll still eat just fine. For all of you vegans out there, I can't say I'm a vegan right now, but that is our meal for this evening. So we're going to eat and watch the views. We are approaching the Baltimore station. Of course, I'm still eating my dinner. Okay, we are in Washington, D.C. for a fresh air break, but this break is actually about 45 minutes because they are changing the locomotives from electric to diesel. So when we came through, when you're going towards New York, they change it from diesel to electric, and when you're coming away from New York, they change it from electric to diesel. So currently they're changing the locomotives. We are at the Washington D.C. Stadium. The Washington D.C. station. And I'm just taking a walk, getting some fresh air and a good stretch because I don't know when. I think we get off again somewhere. I think it's Charlotte. I can't remember, but we could get another one in think it's Virginia or North Carolina. But I try to get up every opportunity I get, because when it gets nighttime and it's dark, when I start sleeping, I will not be getting off the train. I don't get out of my bed to get a fresh air break. We are now departing DC. It's getting a little dark, it's getting late, so we're going to take a break and we'll come back once we start tomorrow morning. It's not quite dark outside yet, but I am going to work on another video. There's the marina. That was the Potomac River that we crossed. We are coming out of DC going into Virginia. This is what I like about riding the train, is seeing the beautiful countryside.